This video could be the most conspiracy theorist video of all time, right? But if I get it right, I'll look like a genius. Right, okay. So let me tell you, last night I was looking through my emails, and my main objective for today was going to be a compilation of UFO videos. Emails that you guys have sent me with like links to other videos, your own video clips, and also stuff that I found on the internet, which I thought was really good. But somebody threw a spanner in the works. Well, it wasn't a spanner because it's my video for today, okay? So, someone sent me a link to News Nation, and it's got Ross Coulthart on here talking about, he's talking to a gentleman called Martin Kleist, a UFO researcher, right? This was 7 months ago. And this is where it all started for me, right? Because they're talking about when Martin Kleist, and I'm going to show you the video, basically captured a huge UAP coming out of a mountain, right? Let's watch it.
It was a light that came up from behind the mountain, and we could see it even before it came up from behind the mountain because the light was so bright. And
sorry, behind the mountain, not from out of the mountain. Okay.
We have an infrared camera, so we can see everything on the sky, even the smallest satellites. We can see them fly around, but these objects, they sort of come up and then they become very big and bright, and then they just disappear. We cannot figure out whether they're going away with high speeds or if they're just simply vanishing from sight. But we have seen during our first trip, we also saw them change direction, come up, like flying, meeting each other, going around, and suddenly shoot off with a speed where you can't follow it with your eye.
What?
So, yeah.
So let's take a look. Let's have a look at this incredible imagery that you've obtained. I mean, it's some of the best UFO video I've seen in a while. Here we go.
Oh, look at that! Whoa. It's like the sun.
Whoa! Hold up.
Look at it!
That really is quite something, Martin.
Yeah.
Tell me what you were feeling as you saw that.
Amazed, I bet. So after I saw that, I was like, oh, does Greenland get a lot of UFO sightings? And apparently, it's a hot spot, right? It's a proper hot spot.
Well, the spacecraft that is anchored in the center of Greenland created the last ice age 50,000 years ago. It's a weather machine. It's 55 miles wide, 300 miles long, and 2 miles high. The people that lived in it were called the Mois. If you draw a straight line from the spacecraft to the Washington Monument in Washington, D.C., through the Yucatan Peninsula Great Pyramid at Mitsubishi, it ends up on Easter Island where the Mois have been dug out of this dirt. The heads on Easter Island, well, 2 years ago they finally went ahead and they excavated, and they're all 65 to 85 foot people.
What?
Full body carvings.
Right, okay, I've literally just Googled or TikToked UFO Greenland or Greenland UFOs. This just popped up. What?
And these were the people that lived in the spacecraft that was uncovered that's melting out of the ice in Greenland.
Right, okay, I've actually got a video of that, and there's a little bit of a weird thing about that one as well. Okay, but that was a pure, like, coincidence, and that's just popped up, which is a great coincidence. Okay, let's have a little look at some other UFO hotspot, Greenland hotspots. Well, okay, hang on, this just gets deeper now. This just gets deeper. Wait, I've just found out more stuff. Let's get back on track. I mean, I'm getting all excited. I'm going to show you something I've just seen a second ago. All right, which is absolutely, it's opened up even more of a wormhole Okay, this is exciting. Now calm down a bit, right? So, after looking at Ross Coulthart's video of the UFO in Greenland that Cleese recorded, I then started Googling, is there more UFO sightings in Greenland? And apparently it's quite a hot spot. In World War II, there was a couple of sightings, which, like, you know, some people say it's real, some people say it's not, some orange orbs and stuff. But then I found more stuff. I found this thing on Reddit 3 years ago. Okay, 3 years ago. An inquiry into a potential UAP facilities in Greenland I found on Google Earth and its similarities to a sighting last night. Recently, my curiosity has been directed towards Greenland and its a probable location for concealed massive UAPs, with a specific interest in exploring the alleged involvement of Battle, an organisation that has been its non-profit status revoked twice. The initiative began when Ross Coulthart stated in a non-verbatim quote that large-scale UFO crashes have occurred to such an extent that infrastructure was erected to encase the UFO remnants. Subsequently, I became intrigued by satellite images of Greenland. On the very day I initiated my research, a forum discussion appeared that referenced a now deleted post. It claimed that prior to 2010, a building alleged to be concealed, a UFO, was visible in Greenland before completely shrouded by snowfall. Right? Then it just goes on. So, then I found this. This was posted yesterday by someone, then deleted. I took screenshots about UFO found in Greenland, right? So apparently there's this huge, a huge UFO in Greenland. Then I found this, literally. Look at this. Wait, when you see this, mate, it goes to another level because this is the tip of the iceberg, okay? Right. Look at this.
There is an alien craft partly submerged attached to an iceberg. That's right. Call it global warming. Call it whatever you want. But there is a triangle craft right here attached to this iceberg. Can you see this iceberg here? And next to it is a triangle. Looks like an alien craft to me. You can see the edges right here perfectly.
Maybe, maybe not. Okay? Maybe, maybe not. When people start saying it's a hot spot and there's lots of sightings over there, they've got military over there. You know, obviously the military over there, you know, is for surveillance. You know, you got the Danish and obviously America over there as well. But I'm just saying.
We made edges over here. And you could see the cockpit window on one side. Looks like the other side might be covered with snow or ice.
TR3B. Look.
Now, if I try to measure this, with a Google ruler, it will come out to about 68 meters. Wow, 68 meters across from side to side. Now, this is in Greenland. Anyone can find it. It's pretty easy to find, but let me hit a little history there. If I hit the history button over here, you can see the history. There's 2 photos of this, not just one.
Okay, hang on. 60. What did he say? 63 meters? Just out of curiosity. How many meters is a football pitch? 100 to 110 meters long and 64 to 75 meters wide. The reason I'm saying that is because some people, and in fact that was it? I'm gonna get mixed up with different interviews now and stuff. Where I did the crop circle investigation, that bloke said that he saw one of these like shadows the size of a football pitch. Is that it? Right. Anyway, so I will get to the grand finale. But when I started looking at all this, I'm thinking alien technology. Is this why Trump wants to get the place? Is there alien technology that Trump wants? That America wants? That is a huge accusation. Not even an accusation. It's a huge conspiracy theory. Do you know what I mean? It's a very sort of a very fictional, but maybe, I don't know. I mean, just imagine getting your hands on alien technology. Anyway, so then I saw this, right? Literally, and oh no, have I just got rid of it? Did I just get rid of it? No, I've got it. Okay.
Someone made mention of Donald Trump or Don Jr. saying that they were going to try to purchase Greenland. Stay with me through this entire video. It has to do with the UFO.
Guys, we're here in Greenland. This is the founder, 1721. That yellow house with the red top, that was his original spot. That's where he moved. This is...
And my mind immediately went to, what would we want with Greenland, or what would they want with Greenland? And then I got to remembering the old Night God video. Hold on.
Earth footage of what could be the massive spacecraft being exposed in Greenland due to the melting ice caps, a UFO.
The one we just saw, mate.
It's 300 miles long, 2 miles tall, and 55 miles wide.
Okay, maybe we're talking about a different one here, unless his measurements went a little bit wrong. But listen to this bit. Listen to this.
A craft that they say was buried under the ice for 50,000 years can control weather and is still active today. Buckle up.
Are they saying that that thing that is just exposing itself can potentially manipulate weather? I mean, that would give any country an idea of going, what could we do with that? I mean, I told you, it's a huge conspiracy theory and it's way out there and more than likely not true, but I thought this is pretty damn interesting.
So I go and I looked this back up and I did a little bit of research.
Seen the next bit.
And they've tried everything they can to debunk it, but Greenland is such an odd place. You know, in my mind, I'm like, I want to believe it's about a UFO that can control the weather. But if you have any other ideas of what it might be about, and I saw in one person's comments, they said, no, it's going to be a military base. Probably to man the UFO that's 300 miles long.
Well, you know, look, at the end of the day, I think that it's supposed to be a very strategically well placed location. It's not placed. We haven't just placed it there, but it's a perfect place to observe the skies and the waters, right? To protect the United States of America, baby. Come on. Yeah. So that's, I think, legitimately why they're doing it. But, I mean, what do you reckon? Like, this is mad. And also what that dude said as well here.
Well, now, how many of you know about the object in Greenland? A couple of you, okay. Well, for those of you that don't know, there is a spacecraft that has melted out of the ice in Greenland.
What do you reckon? I was going to do a whole UFO compilation, but I just looked at this. I thought that's pretty damn interesting, eh? Tell me what you think. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you liked it, and I'll see you on the next one. Take care. Bye-bye.